Welcome to the Chris Beard podcast. My name is Ellie Kerr, in association with Merseyside Woman of the Year. And today I have joining me Sue Connerty. Sue, welcome.
Hi, long time no see.
Definitely a long time. Our Woman of the Year, 2018.
I know. Where has that time gone? Literally,
So it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Obviously, we've kept in touch, haven't we?
All the time.
It's been bits and pieces that have been going on. But I cannot believe that is almost like 8 years.
Crazy, yeah. It's just flew by. Absolutely flew by.
So, Walking with Giants, what are you up to? Where are things going with that? You've got your convention coming along soon?
Yeah, so our next convention's the 27th of July this year, which is being held at the Marriott Hotel, which it has been, for the last 15 years or so, which is great support from them. In Liverpool. We keep it in Liverpool every year because our support comes from Liverpool. Yeah. And what's great is our families will walk around Liverpool and they'll actually have people stop them going, oh my word, are you one of Alex's friends from Walking with Giants? Wow. So for our families to feel that love of the Liverpool people, they call it the second home. So, and they love, like, people that have come for the last 15 years still love coming year in, year out.
Because the families come from all over the world, don't
we? Have them from all over the world, yeah, from as far as Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, literally all over the world.
Wow. Yeah. So, obviously, sadly, we've lost Alex. So, the one that started it all off is obviously they're in spirit. Yeah. Lots of spirit. But for some people who don't know, what are the families and what are the children? Because I don't think many people will know what Alex's condition was.
So Alex's condition was Microcephalic Primordial Dwarfism. Now, it's an umbrella of several different types. Alex's was type TRAPE. That was just the type of his primordial dwarfism. But as a whole, what it is these individuals are short stature, but are all in proportion. But the sad side of it is that it's a life-limiting condition. Mm-hmm. So,
But what they lack in size, they certainly make up for in personality. Because Alex did fill the room, didn't he?
He
with
did.
His personality.
He absolutely did. He had the biggest personality. And what he loved more than anything was getting on stage. He loved old music. He loved all Frank Sinatra era and that and stuff like that. So there's a band out there called the Whack Pack. And if Alex could get on stage with his mate Asa or Steve, he would literally be on stage with them all the time.
Well, they really made him feel welcome. I've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been there in the room when he's been on the stage, but I've also seen the videos and stuff. And he was just up there, wasn't he? Didn't need a second.
And that's it. And do you know what? He didn't have a lot of speech, but he knew all the words to all them songs. And when you could hear him on the mic, you could actually hear his voice come through. Mm-hmm. But the funniest is when he was on with Ricky Tomlinson. We used to go to the green room and stuff like that with Ricky. Wow. And Ricky Tomlinson would be like, come on, Alex, get off the stage, get off your little shit. That's what he'd say to him all the time. And then Asa picked that up. But yeah, he just had the biggest personality. And it was just, he was a people magnet. Whoever met him, no matter what, just fell in love with him. And that was good for us from the charity point of view, that people had loved to support us because they'd see Alex and they wanted to support us because of Alex. Mm-hmm. They didn't get to see the other kids that we supported.
Yeah. So what's the point of having a convention?
So it's several points really. The main one is for we have doctors come along. We fly doctors from America. We've got a medical review board. We've got geneticists from Edinburgh who get to find the diagnosis for these kids. It is a very, very rare condition, and just blood tests and that don't do it. So there's testing that has to go on. They may have to take skin samples and stuff like that. So we bring these doctors along to the convention, and also like from families coming from different parts of the world. For us at the beginning, our doctors didn't understand why these particular tests needed doing, whether it's MRI scans and stuff like that, because some of our kids suffer with brain aneurysms and that. So these kids need these tests every 12 months. Whereas now, when our kids get to have a one-to-one assessment with these doctors from America and stuff, which before we set the charity up, we went over to the States and it cost us like £40,000 for us to get to see the doctors over there, for them to get all the tests that we needed for Alex. We bring these doctors to Liverpool for them to do the basic assessments, and it costs us nothing other than flying them over, putting them up in a hotel. The information that they're given to, like this year, to these 28 families is so important, that these families then take that information back to their doctors and go, right, okay, this specialist has told us we need this, we need this MRI, we need these scans, we need this, that and the other. And then their doctors have to go off that and take that information and run with it, sort of thing. So it's invaluable. Do you know what I mean? It's so important for us to have these conventions. So that's the main thing, is the main priority is to get the doctors over and for them to assess these kids one-to-one. And then on top of that, it's bringing families together who are isolated in their own towns and places. There aren't a child with this condition on every corner, or they can't have these little get-togethers like other conditions can have, sort of thing, regularly. So this week brings these kids together for them to play together. Because of their condition, they're so short, they can't be in a football team, they can't be in a netball team and stuff like that. But they can do it while they're with us. Do you know what I mean? They can knock 7 bells out of each other, but for them to have a fight with a kid their own size, it's just not possible. So it's just great to see them together, to play, to have fun. So that's for the kids. But then very much from my point of view is siblings. People don't realise the impact a disabled sibling is for the other children and stuff like that. For us, for me, it was Alex spent so much time in hospital. My kids didn't know we were picking up from school, didn't know who was cooking the teas and stuff like that for them. So they can feel pushed to one side, they can feel neglected in some kind of way. As much as you don't try to do that, it happens. And it can work different ways, where kids can then sort of like grow up resenting the sibling, or can be sort of like where they become naughty because they want to get that attention that this other child who's sick gets. So we try to bring them together so siblings can talk to each other, do you know what I mean, and pass on information or how they deal with things. But we also like give them special time. We do lots with the siblings and that. And then we've got to look at the parents, do you know what I mean? It's so hard for parents. And talking on Facebook is great, you know what I mean, or whatever, or via text. But sitting down, holding somebody's hand, another parent's hand, and saying, do you know what, you're going to get through this. It's so important. Yeah,
it's that lived experience, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that, because you know exactly where they, and you can meet them where they are, whether or not that it's just like, you know, been a long time diagnosed, or just you can meet them exactly where they need to be.
Absolutely. And as much as family back home or whatever is amazing, and the great support, they don't understand. Do you know what I mean? And it's not putting the rest of your family down or anything. They just don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody going through exactly the same as what you're going through understands. And this isn't just with Alex's condition. This is with all kinds of disability and stuff like that. It's just so important to be able to share them experiences with others.
Yeah, because like you said before, it's 24/7.
Yeah.
It's not, we do an 8-hour shift.
Exactly.
And then everything stops. It's 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's constant. So for them to be able to then have that, you know, personal insight, but then also to share.
Yeah.
That must be magic.
Yeah, we have like mum's time and dad's time while we're there, do you know what I mean? So the mums can all get together and have a chinwag and a chatter and a bitch about the men of what they don't do.
That goes par for the course, that, doesn't it?
And then the fellas do the same about the women. But yeah, because the likes of Alex was fed through a tube. Now bear in mind he was 19, sadly, when he passed. But for them 19 years, he had feeds through the night. So it's still like a baby in a way. Yeah. So I was getting up, putting him on a feed of a night, then taking him off a feed of a night. He was also on a non-invasive ventilator of a night and stuff like that. So when you say 24-hour care, it is 24-hour care. Yeah. And it's exhausting. And sometimes for you to be able to sit and have a good moan to somebody, but you're not putting your child down, you're just moaning because it's just like, I just need to get this off my chest. And because that other person understands, because they're going through that. It's just really important. So it's so important for us to get these families together and bring them together. And it's and barriers with language doesn't exist with kids. Honest to God, these kids will play together and they don't know what each other said. They don't talk. They don't need to talk.
No.
They just have fun, and just to see the smiles on the faces, and it's amazing.
You do an awful lot, because obviously I've been to the convention, but only once, I have to say. But the atmosphere was amazing.
Yeah.
But also you do an awful lot of different activities. You don't just keep them in the hotel, do you?
No, absolutely not. We have it set up for the whole week. So the Monday everyone arrives, and then on that night time we have a kids party, which now we used to bring companies in to do it, but now our volunteers know the families that well. They know all the kids' names, so that personal touch for the kids is amazing. Yeah. So now our volunteers get up and they do all the party games and stuff. We may bring in characters and stuff like that, which kids absolutely love. But again, while them kids are having the party, that's when parents can sit and talk and stuff. So that's the first night on the Monday. On the Tuesday, it's assessments all day. So while everyone will get an individual assessment, so while they know what time they're going to have assessment, the rest of the time the families can be out, and the families will go out and visit Liverpool and go on the ferry and go and do all the Liverpool things that everyone loves to do. The Tuesday night this week we're going to Bubbles, which is over the water, big indoor play centre, which is amazing. They close that off, so when they close the doors at 5 o'clock to the public, they then clean the place quickly and then open the doors to us. And they put on food and stuff for us, and it's great for our kids to be able to play in an indoor centre without the worry of getting hurt. Is amazing. But you know what, not just the kids have fun, the parents do. You need to hear the noise of these parents coming down these big windy slides. It's it's amazing. So that's a Tuesday. The Wednesday we have assessments again, but then we also have one of the rooms in the hotel where we'll have we'll have a puppet show come in, or we'll have Mr. Tumble come in, we'll have art and crafts going on. We just do different things all the time. And then we've also then got wrestlers. Alex was mad on wrestling.
He was, wasn't he?
So for the last, I think, 4 years now, we've had a company that come in and do wrestling, and it's amazing to see now that all the kids get really, really involved, and they absolutely love it. So they come in, they put a show on for us. And then we also there's a group called the 99th, which is all Star Wars characters who dress up, and they do that every weekend to raise funds for different charities. Whenever they're in Liverpool, they do the Comic-Con and that, they do it for Walking with Giants. Well, they come all suited and booted in all the Star Wars character gear, and the families love that. We just do lots of stuff. For me, the way I always looked at it was, it's Disney come to Liverpool. So it's like going to Disney. You're getting to do all the things you love doing. Family are together. When we went to the States for our first convention when Alex was diagnosed before we set up, you'd only had a couple of hours here and there to spend together as a group. For ours, other than you going to bed, you get up, you have your breakfast, you're all together for that whole time. For them 5 days, you're spending quality time with these other families to just be together.
And you can't beat that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because it's a holiday, but with also quite a lot of information and quite a lot of really valuable information that they can take back that will make a difference.
Definitely. And it can be really hard, because we have families come along who haven't got a diagnosis, who then get a diagnosis, and then they come and they get a diagnosis as, okay, this your child has got this particular form of primordial dwarfism, which can be devastating because that's got a really low life expectancy.
So is there different?
So there's an umbrella of about 9 different.
Oh wow!
9 different types of primordial dwarfism, and the severity can be and the life limit can be quite different sort of thing. So to be able to be there, to be able to support families who are getting told that they've got the hardest.
That's a tough
and
one.
For them to know that they've then got you there for them to ask questions, and then also other families there that their child has actually got the condition, who's a couple of years older, that can say, well, we did this way, you know what I mean, try doing this. If you're struggling with that, try doing that. So yeah, it is so important. It's such a rare condition as well. People don't know enough about us. A hard way of saying it is, people don't want to support because it's not a big charity out there that everybody's affected by. And I'm not saying any conditions or whatever,
No.
people affected by lots of conditions that they want to support because their families had it.
Yeah.
We struggle for that because there aren't a lot of people out there that's got this, and not a lot of people out there understand this condition. So for funding and stuff like that, it's really hard for us to try and get the funds in.
Where do you get your support from?
Majority of our support is either in-house with, I do like a bonus ball every week, which I just do through Facebook, which only started via COVID because our money completely stopped and we would have closed down without it. Now we've raised nearly £40,000.
Wow.
We're doing that since 2020. And people pay a £5. If their number wins a bonus ball, you win 150 quid.
Oh, wow.
So do you know what I mean? So, and
Yeah, so 45 quid up.
Yeah. So we also do our own little events, which could be like just in a little club or whatever. But then we also have some of our families that'll do events back in their areas.
Yeah.
And that's it really. That's it.
Because the families don't, to do these activities and stuff, they don't pay for them, do they? They're all free while they're here.
Yeah, absolutely. So when they come, so it's 4 nights that they stay in the hotel. Pre-COVID, we used to pay for the hotel all in all. But since then, we've had to cut our costs down a lot. So we pay for 2 nights at the hotel. We pay for all the meals for them while they're there.
Wow.
All the activities and entertainment, going out in the coaches and stuff like that. It's all covered. So all that they've got to do when they come is just pay for the drinks and any shopping that they want to do while they're there. Because a lot of these families, it can be either one parent doesn't work because the child's at home and stuff like that, or it could be that the 2 parents don't work, depending on the disability of the child and stuff. So money can be really, really hard. So we just like to, we just want to bring these families together in whatever way we can.
One of the things that we do on the podcast is about pillars. So it's about, I would say, network, information, money and self-belief. So which one of those 4 pillars would you say resonates with you, which is network, information, money and self-belief?
I will probably, a couple of them, to be honest. Okay. Information is so important. Obviously money, we all need that. Yeah. And self-belief as well. Because
I think sometimes, especially around the money bit, when you're busy looking, and it's, I mean, kids of any kids, they're still full on. They're still sort of like, but take a lot of looking after. But I think what, especially for me, the money side of it with women is they don't have pensions, they don't have investments, they don't have time, especially if you have a child with a disability. Yeah. Your focus isn't on you.
No, absolutely not. No.
And so that bit for me resonates around money, is because when you plop out the other end of it, let's face it, we're all going forwards, not going backwards, and getting older. So for me, and that side of it around money and sort of like the self-belief bit, I think as a mum, you do lose those.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I didn't work for many years. Do you know what I mean? Because I was just pure carer for Alex. And it was only in his later time when he was entitled to different benefits and stuff like that. So so financially it was really, really hard.
Because I remember when you won Woman of the Year, I remember you being so shocked.
Yeah. I was fuming when I was put forward. I literally remember getting a phone call. And I was like, who's put me forward for this? Why? And I actually cried. I come off and I cried, and I was like, no, this is not me. I don't do it for any kind of recognition. I do this for Alex and for all his little friends. Do you know what I mean? I don't do this for recognition. And then I was sat down and I was told very strongly, so you've got to do this for the Walking with Giants. This can put us out there. We're not out there. So don't think about yourself. This isn't about you, Sue.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
This isn't about you, Sue. This is about the charity. So do it for the charity. Not for 1 minute thinking I'd win anything. I really, really didn't. So when I did, I was absolutely gobsmacked. And then after winning that, I went back to the Marriott Hotel, stayed there, got absolutely pissed out my head. And I was walking up and down the Marriott going, I'm Merseyside Woman of the Year. But then I remember speaking to you, Ellie, and afterwards, and you were like, are you telling people? I didn't tell people. I felt embarrassed because I don't push myself. I don't like, I felt as if I had to be, because I was pissed when I was doing the walking up and down the Marriott. But when I was sober, I walked around with my head down going, one Merseyside Woman of the Year sort of thing. But then you brought me out to do talks at different women events and stuff. And first of all, I want to thank you massively, because you brought me out of lots of things, out of just wearing my trackies and being like a little scruff, to getting a little bit dressed up and stuff, and just having a bit of confidence to talk, because I just never used to like talking, and I still don't.
Excuse me. I think we've been going for about 20 minutes now.
I apologise.
You've breathed through your belly button. But for me, it was watching you grow. That was the thing for me. And for what you do for others. And that's the whole point of it. It's not about you standing there being, oh, look at me, I'm Sue Connerty. It's about what you do for others and being that quietly brilliant woman in the room that, you know, knows that something needs to be done. So do you know what? And I've said it again. I think I've said it on every podcast. Necessity is the mother of all invention. Because you've come back after you had your diagnosis from in America with Alex. And then it's like, well, go on then. What happens now? So you've out of a really sad situation, and you know, especially now with Alex not being with us anymore, you're still carrying on, but also you've got that fight in you. Yeah, it's very sad, but the future's looking really good.
Yeah,
for
he'd kill me if we didn't do it. He'd absolutely kill me.
I could imagine.
He loved it.
Yeah,
it was every day. It was walking with giants for him, and I know he'd be sad if we stopped it. And there are many times I do want to stop it.
Yeah,
but
you've got that purpose and that to take it forward and stuff. But I remember, because you were nominated for the IOD. Remember when we went to Manchester?
Yeah.
I remember you gave me absolute daggers, and you saying to me, I can't believe you've done this to me.
Again. Yeah.
It was great, you know, and for me to sort of like watch what you've done with Walking with Giants. And let's face it, COVID was really, really tough. Really tough for everybody. But you're still here.
Yeah.
So is there anything that, obviously you've got 28 families turning up in July. Is there anything that, support-wise, do you need sponsorship? Do you need... Because what will happen is Phil will put all the different bits and pieces on the podcast. So we'll put Walking with Giants and things on. But is there any help you need for the
Gosh, do you know what? Sponsorship would be amazing. Sponsorship would be amazing. It costs us about £700 per family.
Okay.
To attend the convention sort of thing. So yeah, sponsorship. Do you know what? A couple of £100. If there's any businesses or anyone out there that would be willing to help us, would be great. If there's any businesses out there that think, you'd love to have us there at wherever you are, you know what I mean? If there's any restaurants or anything out there or anything, do you know what I mean? For us, and I know this is one of them things when people go, oh yeah, do you know, every penny does count for us. It really, really does. It's so important. So if there's any businesses or anyone out there that I'd like to, I was saying before that I'd love to have like a little band that does these, and what's it called we were talking about before?
Well, I'll put you in touch with somebody.
Yeah.
They can help with that.
Yeah, or if there's any kids choirs or there's anything out there that I'd like to come along and do like a little entertainment for us one evening, it'd be amazing.
Well, there's loads and loads that we can pick up through the network at WOTY, because you know, for me, I always say your network is your net worth. And for me, you know, listen, I do truly feel blessed to be able to sit here and have, you know, 16 years worth of women, not just woman's, because like, you know, obviously you're one of our Woman's of the Year, or Woman's of the Year. I can't even say woman without saying woman's anymore. But there's lots of people that we can pick up on through that network. But going forward, I know you said you're going to be looking for other things. Is there anything else that sort of like bridges over that you want to expand on for the rest of the year?
We just like to put more events on.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Yeah. I can't even pinpoint what, but I just want to try and do whatever we can to raise awareness and raise funds for Walking with Giants. Yeah, so if there's anyone out there that can think of, we could help in this way or that way, yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Nice, okay. Right, well, You hear to hear. All the details will be on the bottom. This is called the Crispy Ear Podcast.
Yeah.
So what would you go back and give yourself a crispy ear about your younger self?
Do you know what? I would say live your life to your full. Don't worry about things. Do you know what I mean? Don't take on... I'm a massive worrier and a massive overthinker. I'd say stop all that. You know, just enjoy life. Life's too short. Just enjoy it to the full and just give lots of love out to people.
And you do. Where would the families be without you, Sue? I mean, that for me is the thing, you know, and also a legacy for Alex is the fact that you're still there helping those families. And he was the start of it all.
And he'll be sat right here with me now.
Oh, wouldn't he? Oh, yeah, wouldn't he just be grabbing the microphone?
Albeit the microphone would have been pulled over there by now.
Yeah, we would have given him his own. His own. Oh, Sue, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And to sort of see where you're going. Because it's tough. It's been a tough journey. But you're carrying on. And that's the bit that, you know, for me, I wanted everybody to see is that, you know, you haven't given in and you're not giving in.
No, you can't. You've got to carry on.
Yeah, and you're giving that love and kindness out, which never, ever underestimate the power and the legacy that must be for your families. Oh, thank you so much for coming in, Sue.
And thank you, Ellie, for everything, honest to God, from 2018 for what you've done for me. It was like, it really was. Well, and I did really appreciate it.
Oh, bless you. Anytime. You know, I'm there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm there always. Oh, thank you very much, Sue.
Love you.
Thank you for coming in. Love you too. That has been Crispy Ear Podcast. My name's Ellie Kerr. Look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.